Hey guys, it looks like my audio might be a little disrupted. So if it is, my apologies. And it's so much later in the day when I've been trying to go live. So sorry about that. I just jumped off a meeting. We have an amazing opportunity. We've had an amazing opportunity the last year to be able to partner with one of the local community colleges to teach an intro to entrepreneurship class inside of juvenile probation. So inside basically juvie, where kids are currently incarcerated. And so we had a 2-hour meeting really about that program, which has nothing to do with what the question that I wanted to answer today and what I wanted to talk to you about. And but I don't know, it was just something fun that I'm really excited about that I felt like I should share with you. So tonight's question though is really about how much money or what percentage of my teens' income should I be teaching them to save, or should I be really encouraging them to save? And I'm going to give you a short answer and a long answer. I mean, it's not long, it's like a minute. So at minimum, we want to teach our teens that they should be automatically saving 10% of their income. It's the standard percentage of income that if we statistically are doing that over our lifetime, we are well set up for anything that we want to do into retirement. Adjusting for cost of living increases, adjusting for promotions. It's the standard habit, right? Of doing things. And it also is, even more importantly, teaching our teens that the only way that we want to financially live is beneath our means, that we never want to be at a point that we're living at or above our means, that we want to create capacity in our lives. So at minimum 10%. But here's where there's more to the answer. If you're financially providing for most of your teens' needs, financial needs, so you're maybe paying for, you're paying for all the food, you're paying maybe for even a little bit of entertainment, you're paying for car insurance and gas, you're paying for school expenses, or most of those things, I actually have a very strong stance that we encourage our teens, if they have any regular income coming in, that actually is bumped up to 25% of their income. Because if you're providing most of their resources, like what's 25% of their income that they may be bringing in? And with the caveat that 10% is still going into short-term savings, right? Because we're going to have short-term savings and we're going to have longer-term savings and investing. 10% is still going toward those short-term savings accounts. Those short-term savings goals may be like next semester's college tuition, or a year from now's college tuition. Maybe upgrading a car. Maybe, I don't know, the newest tech thing that they want, right? So those could be like some really traditional short-term goals. Those are not paying for the next 6 months of car insurance. So if they pay for car insurance every 6 months, that's not a savings component. That's a irregular expense, regular budget issue, which is a whole different conversation. So if I have a kid that gets most of his resources, or most of her resources really provided for, then I'm really setting the bar higher and saying 25% is what you need to be saving out of every paycheck, 10% going to short-term savings, 15% getting invested. So even if it's not regular W-2 income, they can still do a teen brokerage account. They can still start learning about investing, compound interest, and taking advantage of those things. So somewhere in between might be right for you. Minimum 10%, but we have an opportunity when our kids are young to really, really, really hone down the power of living beneath our means, the power of saving and investing. And it's a great time to be showing them how to do it the right way and really lighting a fire in them of how to build serious wealth in their lifetime. So hopefully that answered that question. If you feel like you just continue to need additional resources and tips to support your teenagers into adulthood, to going out there and making great financial decisions for themselves and their family and their community, then make sure that you subscribe or click the notifications, or I don't know, however that works. And so you get notified when we do this. And we're committed to supporting you in that transition and supporting your kids well. So until next time.